Hi, this is Feng-Kuei, a postdoc in Dr. Rich's lab. I'm glad to share with you my interesting results. This video presentation is about 5 minutes long, so I won't talk too many details here. Instead, I will talk about the big picture of this study and summarize empirical evidence I found with a graphic diagram and a table. After the video presentation, I'm happy to get feedback from all of you, and please stop by my poster section or send me the email if you have any suggestion. In our previous study, figure A and B showed that monkey can use behavioral strategies to mitigate the constraint of limited working memory capacity in a self-ordered working memory task. In figure C, for example, they can perform more stereotype or routine patterns with less incorrect responses. Additionally, in figure D, we previously found that the spatial tuning in monkey DLPFC decreased in our self-ordered working memory task when monkey's pattern became more routine. In the current study, I used linear decoder to predict target location or subcode order to learn how prefrontal ensemble represent the task variables with strategy use. Interestingly, in figure E, both subjects show equal or better decoding performance with more routine selection patterns in spite of loss of spatial tuning at a single unit level. This is a result in single unit and ensemble cannot be explained intuitively because it indicated that when monkey performed a more routine strategy, the prefrontal ensemble had better task-relevant representation with weaker spatial tuning at a single unit level. To untangle this, we had two hypotheses. The first hypothesis is that each DLPFC neuron made different informative contributions to the ensemble. The second hypothesis is that the optimal ensemble size for maximum decoding accuracy changed with strategy use. For the first hypothesis, we used a neuron dropping procedure to find each neuron's informative contribution to the ensemble. The main result shows that the variance of informative contribution was modulated by behavioral strategy. In figure F, about the contribution index, you can see that the diversity of informative contributions, which included positive or negative contributions, became smaller when monkeys perform more routine strategies. This means that each single unit is carrying less task-relevant information. For the second hypothesis, we used the best single unit and the best ensemble procedures to find the optimal ensemble size for maximal decoding accuracy. Figure G and H shows that optimal ensemble size to decode either target location or subcode order increased when the monkey performed more routine strategy. This was not the case for target color, which was irrelevant to the working memory task. Therefore, more neurons are required to accurately decode task-relevant information when routine strategies were used. Finally, we asked how the dimensionality of the ensemble activity is modulated by behavioral strategies. In this task, we calculate the participation ratio as a continuous measure of informative dimensionality. In general, the PR values correspond to the number of dimensions required to explain about 80% of variance in population firing rates. Based on the result of multiple linear regression, the informative dimensionality of neural ensembles was positively correlated with working memory loads and negatively correlated with the use of routine strategies, suggesting that the stereotyped strategies reduce the dimensionality of neural activity in DLPFC. Taken together, the diagram in figure I indicates that how the informative contribution of each neuron in a DLPFC ensemble dynamically changed with the flexible or routine behavioral strategies. This interpretation is based on the variable in the middle column of the table, which have significant correlations with behavioral strategy use. In sum, this data indicate that behavioral strategy changed the local distribution of working memory representation in DLPFC. Specifically, more routine behaviors in our self-ordered working memory task result in more distributed neural coding. Thanks for your attention, and please let me know if you have any questions.